Welcome back to Clarity Convos for Wedding Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Aislinn, and in today's episode, I am going to give you some step-by-step things to do for your next consultation call that are going to make you feel so much more solid internally around showing up to your next consultation call with your ideal dreamy clients. So before you book your next wedding photography consultation call, I want you to do these things. And the first thing I want to talk about is a kind of like a client case study from a client who was inside of SAP, who we made some of these shifts of her business, and she was able to book 4 weddings in 1 week. And they were all ideal dreamy clients. Like, she made so much money, but also she got to work with like the most amazing dreamy clients who were like basically her vision board clients. So before SAP, this client, she was coming in and she was second guessing herself and comparing her work to other photographers, which, like, hi, who hasn't done that as a wedding photographer? She was struggling with consultation calls that left couples feeling confused. And this like led to either ghosting or delayed bookings. Like, they would say, oh, we need to think about it. Or like, oh, we'll get back to you. Or they would like come back like 4 weeks later and be like, oh, hey, we still need more time to think about this. She also was like really struggling with like charging like $4,000. Like, that was like what she was charging before she started SAP, but her work justified thousands of dollars more. She easily could have been charging like 6, 7, 8K. And now that she has been through SAP, she is charging a higher price. She has been charging closer to like 7K for her booking. So we were able to raise her prices by almost double inside of SAP. And she was also struggling with, before SAP, really wanting higher end weddings with clients who had big budgets like for florals and that really valued co-creation. But she kept settling for whatever inquiry would come along because she just didn't know like how to do some of the things that I taught her inside of SAP. And so now, after SAP, she has really been able to charge what she wanted to charge. She's been able to book what she wants to book. And when she joined SAP, one of the things that she asked me was why her consultation calls felt great, but they weren't converting. So before your next wedding consultation call, before you hop on a call with a client, one of the things that we're going to have to look at is your energy. After we changed my client's energy before she like had her like next set of consultation calls, after we changed that, she booked 4 weddings in 1 week. How insane is that? All we did was we made like one tweak to her energy. Her consultation call process was pretty solid at that point, but there were a couple of things that she needed to fix. And one of the biggest things was the way that she was actually showing up, not only in body language, but also in energy to these consultation calls. Had her go into her next consultation call, I kind of asked her like, what exactly is happening here with your consultation calls? Please tell me like what's going on inside of them, like what's happening. And so she kind of like walked me through it, and I could immediately spot that it was definitely like an energetic thing. She said that she was coming to the calls in this like really like eager energy, which would repel her dream client. Her dream client wants grounded energy. Her dream client wants to know that you're not going to be like kind of all over the place on wedding day. She was also coming to these calls with like too much information at once and leaving couples feeling overwhelmed. She was giving them so much information during these consultation calls that they couldn't make a decision. And then she finally was like subtly, like very much needing the booking instead of leading the call with confidence. She was coming to these calls with like, I need you to like me. I need you to work with me. I need you to validate that my work is good by hiring me, instead of coming to the calls with like very much this space of like, I'm interviewing you as much as you're interviewing me in order for us to co-create and work together. So I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to think about it. What kind of energy do I have when I get on a consultation call? So do I have, and I'm sorry to call it desperate energy, but that's what we're going to call it. Do I have desperate energy on these consultation calls? So desperate energy looks like this. You are overly eager. You need to be liked. You take rejection incredibly personally. You will take any client, anyone who says yes to you, even if they're not a good fit. Even if you see red flags and you're like, it's a yellow flag, it's fine. And finally, with desperate energy, you're giving too much information and overwhelming your client because you think that they need that kind of information. And in fact, they actually don't. They actually don't need as much information as you're giving them. Versus, are you coming to consultation calls with magnetic energy? So are you in very like lean back energy where you're just there to listen and you're just there to see whether or not you guys are a good fit? You're leading the call, but you're very leaned back. Are you coming at it from magnetic energy of, I know that it's this or better. It's these clients or better. And knowing that like it means nothing if they say no to you, because they have the autonomous ability to say no, that this actually isn't a good fit for us. Perfect. I love that. Yay. I'm glad that you're self-aware enough to know whether or not something is a good fit for you? Are you coming at it from magnetic energy of only being available to work with people who love to pay you? I don't know about you, but I love to work with people who love to pay me, because that's the kind of energy that feels so, so good to give and receive in a transaction. And finally, magnetic energy of you're leading the clients through an intentional process and you're giving them the information that they need at each step rather than dumping all of it at one time. So before SAP, my client was second guessing herself. She was comparing herself. She was having like these consultation calls where like she had a process and it was like kind of strategic, but it was leaving clients very under, like they didn't have clarity that they needed, which meant that they're going to drag their feet or they're going to ghost her. If she had kept doing this, if she had kept doing things the way she was doing before she signed up for SAP, I guarantee you she would still be charging $4,000 and she would probably be like working with clients that she's like, they're nice, I'm happy, but are you really? Like, are you really? Are you like so in love with what you're doing and so magnetic to the right type of people that you are like just like overflowing with happiness? Because that's where she is now after working with me and inside of SAP and fixing and changing some of these things. She had a desire to like work with higher end clients with like larger like budgets for florals. She's starting to get those weddings now because of some of the energetic things that we changed here. The thing is that like you have to make these switches into like magnetic energy. And it's not going to be that you change your entire process. It's going to be the way that you show up to these calls. And the switch that you really have to lean into is this one. This is the mindset I want to give you guys before you walk into your next consultation call. So just listen, let this wash over you. I don't need to book this client in order to prove that I am worthy. I don't need this sale to decide if I'm going to have a good day. I do not need external validation for something that I can give myself. It's this or better. It is the outcome that I want and desire for myself, or it's something better. If it's not this client, something better is on its way. I don't need to push harder or try harder to be more likable to have dreamy clients hire me. I need to be more solid inside of myself. I need to be more solid in my process. I need to be more solid in my energy. And I can do that by knowing that my marketing, my mindset, my sales skills, and my systems are doing their jobs and trusting that those things are doing their jobs. That's one of the mindsets I really want you leaning into, because the thing is that like now my clients, like we've worked on shifting her energy to lean back energy where she's unattached, but she's invested. She's confidently leading every single sales call that she has without over explaining herself or over explaining her process. She is trusting that her marketing, her messaging, and her network are going to attract the right type of clients. And of course, she booked 4 weddings in 1 week. She's booking clients at 6,500, and that's just the bare like bones of what they get. They will likely add on more things that'll make that sale much higher. So I want you to check in with yourself and ask, am I being overly eager? Am I like confidently leading this call? Like, what am I doing as far as the energy inside of these consultation calls? The one that is going to get you wildly compensated and booked out is going to be the magnetic energy. And that's truly the work that we do inside of the brand new SAP. We have 2 tiers for Success Accelerator Program. We have tier 1 and we have the VIP tier. And you can find out more information about that inside of the show notes. Most people are going to fall inside of tier 1. And it's a truly incredible space. You are going to learn the exact mindset shifts, the exact consultation call shifts, the exact strategies that are helping my clients to book the types of weddings that they want to book. And it's truly one of the most incredible spaces I have seen in the wedding industry space. When I was a wedding photographer, this is really, really what I wanted when I was a wedding photographer. Not only having like access to these high level trainings and these exact mindset shifts and these exact strategies, but also having the coaching side of it, where someone actually knows my business and someone actually can give me strategy based on my goals. We have clients in there who are moms. We have clients in there who have corporate jobs. We have clients who are in there who are charging $6,500 for weddings. We have clients in there who are charging $15,000 for weddings. We have clients who have bought their dream home because of the money that they made inside of SAP. Some of my clients have been able to pay off car loans and pay off $10,000 in student debt. They've been able to buy their dream homes. They've been able to go on vacations, take weekends off, do all these things that as wedding professionals, we put on this pedestal of, I don't think that's for me until I'm at XYZ point. I promise it's now. XYZ point is now. It does not have to be 18 months from now. It doesn't have to be once you're charging X amount of dollars. It can truly be now that you have the business that you desire and the business that you have been wanting to create. You just have to be joining Success Accelerator Program. And more information is in the show notes. You can apply and either you'll have a spot in this quarter or next quarter, depending on if the program is full at that time. But truly, it's an amazing space, and I love, love, love the clients that I get to work with inside of there. All right, my friends, I will see you on the next episode. Good luck on your next consultation call. If you loved this episode, please leave me a note or send me an email at hello@aislinneileen.com. I would love to hear from you guys which episodes are really resonating with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.